This video is a response to a request, and there's other videos coming. And I've never tried to make a big splash in life, and this is not trying to be that. Both preachers and their lives are many times, or at least viewed by many, as being dull and uneventful. But I've been some places and done some things, and now that I have time on my hands, I'm doing a lot of remembering. And maybe you'll find some of these stories interesting and some even helpful. You know, everybody needs to know three things. You need to know where you are, you need to know where you came from, and you need to know where you're going. And perhaps these videos will help you to know where you came from. And the Bible has very clear instructions on how to know where we're going and go to the right place. Now, my great-great-grandpa was born in Ireland in 1776, and he came to America before the potato famine in the early 1800s. He died in southern Indiana, out from New Albany. He died in 1835, and Rob Jeffs has all the information on the Jeffs from Ireland, spelled G-E-F-F-S, and the Martins also, my mom's people, have origins in Ireland. 3 months before or after the stock market crashed, my folks got married. A cold February the 22nd, they went to Salem, got Pastor William's seat out of bed at night, and were married. Then they went to a small farm south of Pekin where they milked cows to make a living and sawed firewood to keep warm that particular winter. Now, I was born at an early age, near my mother at the time, and I assume that my father was in the kitchen boiling water. Doc Green was called, and he came 10 miles to help in the proceedings, and charged $15, which my parents paid him when I was a teenager. They finally got his $15 paid after all of those years. I was born at Grandma Jeff's, which is 5 miles west of Henryville on Indiana Highway 160 now. Then it was just a gravel road then. And on the site now, on the south side of the road, just before you get to New Liberty, is a geodesic dome home, certainly more modern than it was when I was born. And her barn was a log barn at that particular time. Also from Henryville was born Colonel Harlan Sanders of Kentucky Fried Chicken fame. He went south and became rich and famous. I came north and became a Baptist preacher. Until I was age 10, we lived in various places in Washington County. Some of my early memories were playing with cousins. Had almost 30 first cousins living in the area, so I played with them. I remember chicken house burning, with all our little chickens burned up in the spring, and that was a traumatic thing, of course, for my parents. No electricity, no telephone, no central heating, air conditioning, no indoor plumbing. And I remember the day I came home from school and we had a new Roosevelt toilet, part of the New Deal, and it was very fancy for an outdoor privy. But we couldn't brag because the guys went down the road and built them for everybody else too. I remember the death of my Grandma Jeffs and how we found out. Of course, no telephone or anything. We came home after dark one night. We didn't go out much at night, maybe at church, and here was a car sitting in our driveway, and it was one of her neighbors that had driven 6 or 8 miles to let us know that my dad had lost his dad. Also remember my little brother's funeral. He was died at 3 months of age in Riley Hospital. Okay, that's a bit about my early life, and here's something else. If you get a limited copy of this to borrow, you might want to see it. It tells of the years before I went to college. So, that's it.